let's see. Where are we at here? So, I'm gonna do something a little different tonight. I wanted to do like some sort of review and summary of the Far Cry 5 game. I'm probably a little over halfway through right now, and I feel like being halfway through is far enough to actually give a review of the game. So as I'm going through and giving this review, I'm actually going to be playing some missions as well, so I figured, why not? Why the fuck not? And we're going to kill these guys. Well, I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm fucked. Wow! Wow! I am a noob! But it's all good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, get out of my truck. So, just to give you some background on my experience with Far Cry, it's probably very, very similar to a lot of people. I can't drive and I can't shoot. That's really what you've taken away, and I'm supposed to... Whoops. Oh, Jesus. And I just killed somebody. I just killed a good guy. But like I was saying, I can't drive, I can't shoot, and I'm gonna expect you guys to take a review from me on this game. It's good thought, good thought. Anyways, going back to where I was at, so I played Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4, both on launch. Super excited for them. I just got into Far Cry 3 just from, I remember like seeing some footage from E3 or PAX or one of those gaming expos, and the game just looked amazing. Like, I was really huge into shooters at that time. We gotta be going back, like, fuck, I can't even remember when Far Cry 3 came out. But it just looked amazing. It was an open world shooter, and furthermore, like, me personally, when it comes to games, I am all about co-op shooters. That is my thing. That's what I love. That's what I've always loved. The Destinies, the Far Cries, all those types of games. So, when Far Cry 3 came out, it was just heaven in a basket. I did nothing but play that game for longer than I can even tell you. I mean, on and off for years. I probably played it through like 3 or 4 times. Oh, I'm about to get fucked up. I can't shoot. I cannot shoot. I can't. I have no aim. I have no nothing. Good night. Let's go kill this guy. Thank you. Come again. Shit. Oh! Woo! But he killed the good guys. So I was kinda late. Good job. Poor fuckers. You know, Far Cry 3, at that time, it was already the 3rd game in the franchise, but for me personally, experiencing that as the first Far Cry game, it was obviously innovative. I loved the crafting system. I liked how they built like, they gave you a reason to do these secondary activities, like hunting and so forth, because you'd use the materials to craft ammo pouches, different kinds of the shots for like adrenaline, being able to spot and see animals and enemies, and I thought that that was really cool. And you know, most games go the way that Far Cry 3 did. Oh shit. Most games go the way that Far Cry 3 did after you already got I'm fucked. I am so bad at games. I am so bad. I am so bad. What a fail. Yeah, but like, it's like after you go through and you finish all the looting and stuff like that in Far Cry 3, you probably didn't go and do any more hunting missions. Like, the hunting missions kind of wrapped up when you did the specialty missions for, like you get, like, the Golden Tiger. Maybe that's from Far Cry 4, but after you had all of the pouches and everything crafted up, it's like, what's the point of hunting? And that game did it right because most games, they start out like that right from the bat. So you come in and you can do all these things like hunt and fish, but there's no point. And this is going to tie in with Far Cry 5. So that was awesome about Far Cry 3. I thought the weapon customization, it wasn't the best that I'd ever seen or played with, but it was good. I gotta remember where I'm going here. Oh, okay, we're good. I'm going this way. Oh my god. Is this like the biggest fail? This is the biggest fail. Like, I'm trying to fly, I'm trying to drive, I'm trying to shoot, and I can't do anything. God. And honestly, I thought it would be really neat to kind of try to do a review while I was playing the game. I've never seen anything like this before, so it's going to be bad. It's going to be really fucking bad. And that's what I'm going for. So, I read this funny quote yesterday. If you try to fail and you succeed, which one do you really do? Like, do you end up failing since you were trying to fail? Like, you succeed at failing. So, do you succeed or do you fail? And I'm kind of going for that, just so you know. So, are these good guys or bad guys? Oh, that's a good guy. We're gonna wingsuit this bitch. Oh my goodness. Woo! I did not think I was gonna make that. Yeah, Voss from Far Cry 3, there's nothing that even needs to be said about him. He's one of the best video game villains of all time in all games. Like, he's just absolutely amazing. Jason, I think that's who you played as. You know, he was a good protagonist. Just overall, it was a great game. And like I said, for the majority of people that didn't start out on Far Cry 2 or the first one, that was their first exposure to the franchise. And overall, from everybody that I talked to, oh shit. Overall, from everybody that I talked to, it went off well. Like, everybody that I talked to absolutely loved it. And it was the same thing for me. So, Far Cry 3 comes out, it was a hit. Then you have Far Cry 4, and Far Cry 4 was more of the same. I thought it was a good game, but it definitely didn't hit that sweet spot that Far Cry 3 did, because it was really, really repetitive. There weren't really a lot of new mechanics. Being able to fly those small little not remote control, but those small little helicopters, that was awesome. And like, when you first get into co-op on that game, you find out that your co-op partner can go and grapple onto that shit. That was amazing. Really, really cool. But aside from a few small changes here and there, it was just kind of like, okay, like, that's cool, I guess. Oh, this fucking guy's gonna spot me. Think we can get him? I am good. Oh, shit. He fell down, though. I'm gonna go for the long shot. Woo! Oh, God. That sniper. I should have hit the fucking bees. He didn't see me. He's got an arrow sticking out of me, but he's like, hey guys, we won't go sound the alarms yet. Alright, let's go and pop over to the side here. The thing that I don't like either about this, kind of going off track for a second, but I really don't like how the AI is just kind of dumb. It's like, we're not going to sound the alarm when our comrades are dropping dead. We're just going to run around for a few minutes. And if we don't find anybody, we're just going to, you know, let it go. It's whatever. No biggie. I don't know. I think that's kind of dumb. It's a Far Cry thing though, right? the missions in Far Cry have always been the same throughout, and like I said, Far Cry 4 had little to no difference at all. Ooh, can I get this guy?
Only the strong survive.
No, he's dead.
Scientists have manipulated nature.
So, coming into Far Cry 5, and actually I do want to pay homage to the villain in Far Cry 4. Honestly, I can't remember his name. But he was a good bad guy, no doubt about it. It was a pretty good game, but like I said, that's all it was good. So, I'm thinking, you know, they've had a lot of time to garner feedback on the game, on the franchise. You know, they got all that feedback from Far Cry 3, all that feedback from Far Cry 4. Maybe the 5th one's gonna, like, really blow us out of the water because it's gonna be this fine-tuned, perfected masterpiece. And as Angry Joe would say, Ubisoft, you done fucked up. And it's not that they fucked up, like, it's not a bad game, but it's just, it's Far Cry 3.4.2.0. God, I love coffee. So it's just more of the same. And like I said, usually I'd play the game all the way through prior to doing something that I'd call a review. But I already know what to expect. I know how the rest of the game's gonna go. I know all the missions leading up to the rest of the game. Not because I've watched or seen them, but I just know. It's more of the same. And I don't want to discourage anybody from the game, because at the end of the day, if you like the franchise and you loved Far Cry 3 and you loved Far Cry 4, you're gonna love Far Cry 5. I really enjoyed it. And if I could go back in time, I wouldn't not buy the game. I'd still go and get it. I guess I would just have some more tempered expectations, per se. I wouldn't have gotten my hopes up thinking that it was going to be something different this time. It was really disappointing in that perspective. Uh-oh. What do we do? Should we kill this guy with a pipe bomb? Oh, you know what? Whew! I forgot to get the alarm. He doesn't even know where I'm at. Guess what, bitch? There's no alarm. Woo! And that was a really lame, easy outpost. That's another thing. I wish that they had difficulty levels in this game. You know what? I might have spoken too soon on that. So I guess going into Far Cry 5 from the beginning, I think the storyline is absolutely amazing, and there are good changes in this game. John Seed seems like a really good antagonist, or a really good villain. I think they did really good in that perspective, which they always have, in my opinion. And like I said, I love the whole religious cult storyline they have going on with this game. I think it's really fucking awesome. I just glitched out and like air climbed. What is going on? Ooh. Yeah, what's up, girl? Alright, give me a minute. So the storyline definitely gets an A+ as always. Like I was going on earlier about the hunting and having a reason to do it, there is no reason at all to hunt or fish. And like, they reinvigorated the hunting system altogether by adding all these new fishing mechanics, which is awesome. Before, you would like go swimming in the ocean and like kill some sharks and get the material and use it to craft shit, and it's like this time all you do is you do that for money, which I can get by looting people, by completing missions. There's plenty of different ways to go and get money. So there's just not really much point in hunting. It's really, really sad and depressing. The vehicle customization altogether from top to bottom, I don't even want to say customization. The vehicle selection is pretty decent for the most part. It's really nothing spectacular. I think they did an alright job with the plane and helicopter flight mechanics, but I honestly, I don't like them, but I'm saying they did a good job. Just because I don't like them doesn't mean that they're bad necessarily. They're definitely, I've played much worse. I think Battlefield has the best flight mechanics of any game I've ever played.
I'm hunting someone who calls himself the cook.
So we're gonna go get the cook.
Alright.
Alright. This is an old mission. As I've been playing through the game, I've just kind of side-skirted this because I did it in co-op with one of my friends. Yeah, so the vehicles are whatever. They got a couple of cool ones with machine guns and whatnot. That's cool. The weapon customization, I feel like they could have done a lot more with, but keeping it on par with the last few games, it's okay. The new things in this game, so you have this buddy system where you can go through and unlock different people on your roster. You have all these different specialists. You can see I have 5 here, 4 to go. That's awesome. I really think that's a really neat mechanic to add to the game. And even furthermore, I really like how you can find random people on the road and recruit them to work with you in your roster. Like, I think that's really fucking awesome. And then, like, the setup they have, where they have the main boss, John Seed, and you have the 3 underbosses, that's really fucking dope as well. I was under the impression that, like, there was gonna be more of kind of like a butterfly effect from boss to boss. So if I kill boss A, boss B and C, we're gonna, like, revamp their reinforcements and, like, be harder to kill. But I really haven't noticed anything of the sort, if that is the case. It's just been kind of like, okay, that's cool. But I think it's a really neat setup. Oh, like I said, I did this mission on co-op like the second day the game was out. But yeah, so I think that part's really cool. Let me see actually where I'm at. And it's like before these missions that they would have on the map. So like you have to go and destroy all the silos, then you have to go and take out all the, you have, oh, in the bottom left hand corner, you have the specialist recruited, yada yada, but you have cult properties destroyed. All they did, like, they had the same kind of mechanic in 3 and 4, but you just had the properties throughout the entire map. So I think they're, like, trying to give you the false perception that you have more content in this game, because it's like, oh, well, I don't just have one set of properties to destroy, I have 3 different sets. And it's like, you really don't. It's the same amount of properties, just spread out. I don't want to shit on the game too bad, but that's really what it is, and there's not really much skill or fun in going around and blowing up silos. I mean, it's cool and stuff, but it's just kind of like, okay.
Okay, let's do this. But keep your head down. They spot us, those hostages are dead.
Oh shit, there's hostages here. I forgot this was a hostage mission. Whoopsie! Alright. Go try to draw some of these guys away. And that, people, is how it is done. Oh shit. Woo! Call me George and slap my dog. Go and liberate these people really quick. I do think that the dog fights are pretty cool, and like the destroying properties slash side missions you have where you have to go and like take out the
Okay, let's get moving.
helicopters, and then you have to do like the drug running boats, like all that's pretty cool and stuff like that.
Jacob sent one of his guys out to
It definitely has some good filler content to it,
First thing you
but
do
at the end of the
is
day, like
they know.
I think the main storyline is kind of lacking.
3 days they got so
In
thirsty
terms
they
of the
had to
main
drink their own.
storyline, the fact that they have it set up so
The kids didn't want to
you don't have to go and do it in a linear pattern is amazing. And I've heard that so many times in games, how like, oh, well, this has a non-linear storyline. This is one of the first games that I've ever played where that's actually true. Oh, that's good coffee. So that's really impressive. I really like that aspect of it all. Kind of diving into the characters, so everyone was like waiting for this big reveal that you were gonna have like a lot of character customization,
Let's look at what's going on.
and it's like you get into it, and don't get me wrong, it's cool, you know, it's always awesome when you get to like design your own character and do all that shit, but at the same time there was like 8 different faces to choose from, 8 different sets of hair. It's almost like Destiny's character customization. I think, and your guy never talks either, which is kind of lame. I think before, how you didn't have that customization was almost better, because I think that the main characters, the good guys that they developed in 3 and 4, were better than what they give you in this game, where you just get like another silent protagonist that has a face and a haircut that you picked out. The outfits and stuff like that that you can customize them with, it's like cool, you know. I feel like I'm like really shitting on the game and being unfair in a sense, but like I said, this is probably because I had my hopes up on this game quite a bit. I really did. And it's not that it let me down, it's just that it is more of the same of what I'm used to experiencing with the Far Cry games. Eat shit. Oh shit. Yeah, I fucked up. Oh yeah, I fucked up. Oh yeah, I fucked up.
One down.
Oh yeah, I fucked up. Son of a bitch. You know, maybe I'm just being salty. Oh no, he's gonna burn! Dude, your hands are tied up, but you can still get up and run, homie. Come on now. Come on now.
I can't thank you enough.
Oh, I let one of them die. I'm so sorry. Such a bad person. Oh, really? I'm getting too far from the ally. Yeah, but like I was saying, I don't want to, like, get overly salty about the game, but like I said, I figured from the amount of time they had to kind of digest and analyze the feedback from Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4, I figured they were going to take it and really go over the top of this game. Overall, it would be something where it's definitely worth the $60 in terms of how much content you get. But really, if you didn't like Far Cry 3 or Far Cry 4, or you didn't mind them but you were looking for something a little different in this game, I don't know if it'd necessarily be worth buying it. At least right now, you know, maybe wait for it to go on sale or something like that. The co-op, as always, is always a good time. I've probably played like 15 or 20 hours worth of co-op so far, and kind of going back to the roster setup and everything they have, I thought it was really cool that you can actually go in and... What are you doing, girl? Like, there we go. Okay. I think it's really cool that you can still utilize those roster members when you're playing in co-op. I think it's kind of silly that only the host can do it. Like, I feel like they could have set it up so instead of the host doing 2 specialists, you could have just like each person, the host and the player that joined, each pick 1. But that's neither here nor there. It's like, who cares? Co-op's fun though. I've played a couple of times with some randoms that I met online, and a few times with my friends. It would be cool in the future if they expanded and maybe hooked it up so you could get more than 2 players in the game. Just a thought there. This girl's really gonna get beat over the head. I'm trying to follow Jess, but like, what is Jess doing? Do I need to blow up this helicopter? Here, let's try to get its attention, maybe?
You can't hide from me! I see you!
Yeah, come here, bitch. Do I have, piercing? I don't need a few piercing rounds. Oh, he dodged it. They did a good job in that respect. I think the AI is... Oh my god, and I get fucking killed. I think the AI is pretty smart flying the planes. They seem to do an alright job. I lost my train of thought. I told you, like, people doing reviews without having, like, a clear-cut, concise agenda to walk through with all their talking points, it's not easy. But that's, like I said, kind of the purpose of me doing this. Just to kind of chill out, have some fun, drink my coffee, play some Far Cry, and let you guys know what I think about it. Yeah, so the co-op, it's fun in the way that, like, Grand Theft Auto Online's fun. It's a lot of fun to go through and just absolutely destroy and wreck shit everywhere you go. You know, doing the outpost missions with 2 people and kind of like hitting them stealth from 2 different sides, or having like one guy up in the air on air support duty, like, that's all really cool. Utilizing the vehicles with the attached 50 cals and all that, that's cool. But again, it's just, I think it's a really great game to where, like, if it's a rainy day, you're kind of bored and like you're just looking for something over the top to play in terms of video games with one of your friends, it's a great game in that respect, just to get on here and fuck shit up. But I mean, really, there's not much more to be said about it. It's an above average game. Visually, I'm playing it on the PS4, or the PS4 Pro. Yeah, I'm playing on the PS4, guys. For all you sad fuckers playing this on the 360 and the PS3. Like, come on now. Visually, though, it looks really good. I think all the Far Cry games at the time of their release all looked really good. I think the sound design's outstanding. The character customization, below average. The weapon customization, I'll give it an average. Vehicles, below average, because you can't really customize anything with them. They just have a variety of different vehicles, a small variety of different vehicles to get. Overall, if I had to give this game a rating, I would probably give it somewhere in like the 6.8 to 7.2 range. It's just, it's not, I think everything that they did in terms of the gameplay itself, they did it pretty good. Like the new mechanics that I talked about, pretty cool for the most part. But overall, it definitely wasn't what I was hoping for. But in the back of my mind, it kind of was what I expected. So how pissed can I really be, right? So other than that, hope you guys enjoyed that. We're gonna go through, finish this mission up really quick. I gotta find a new game to kind of play in the near future. Like, I'm not really on the whole Fortnite hype train. Oh. Eat shit. Come on, buddy. Come on. There you go. I fucked that up. Let's just give this guy a fucking rocket. I guess I should have killed him softly. Woo! Alright, I didn't fail. Yeah, so I definitely need to find something to play in the near future. God of War, I'm super stoked for that. But in terms of like the multiplayer aspect, kind of running dry. I play Elite Dangerous. I think that game's awesome. I haven't played it in a couple of weeks though. Monster Hunter I thought was a really good game, but that kind of got dry. I just have like, I'm so hard to satisfy in terms of games. Like I'm like a woman whose boyfriend is not able to get her to climax. You know, you get there, you get close sometimes, but most of the time it's like after the first couple of minutes you're just waiting to finish and get the hell out of there, if you know what I'm saying. I'm totally just kidding about that too. I hope my wife doesn't have that problem, but I don't know. Anyways, if you guys have any good recommendations on games coming on in the near future, let me know. And if you guys play on PlayStation 4 too, definitely make sure to add me. SVEN-D. PlayStation Nation. Okay, I gotta go talk to this girl. Anyways, people, we're gonna get this wrapping up. If you guys have any feedback or anything, definitely let me know. I'll be back probably a little bit later with some more streams on YouTube or Twitch. All I ever wanted was to find you. Oh, I was gonna say I can't skip it.
I got nothing left to live for.
Come on. Yes, you do. You have me to live for. Alright, guys. Much love. Peace, happiness, all that good stuff.